wishing star.
We should make a wish, huh?
Starlight, star bright.
First star I see tonight.
I wish I might have the wish I make tonight.
I wish. I wish.
I wish that my little Pinocchio might be a real boy.
I wish.
In the live-action version of Pinocchio, Geppetto doesn't vocalize his wish that the puppet would become a real boy.
If I was to tell you, you would think I was...
And that's only the beginning, literally, of the changes that the 82 years later version does.
When do I become a real, live, living boy? Because it sounds like that's what will make my father happy.
Prove yourself brave,
Truthful.
and unselfish, and someday you will be a real boy.
It makes his father proud.
Now, while the Blue Fairy still names the same attributes that make up a real boy, Cynthia Erivo's 2022 version includes this moment.
The most important part about being real isn't what you're made of. It's about what's in your heart.
So flash forward to the climax of the film.
He's coming back! Hurry!
He's trying to kill us! Get it, son!
While both films feature father and son trying to get away from a giant whale or sea monster, the arrival on shore switches the life in peril.
Oh, Pinocchio! Pinocchio!
Father!
So while Pinocchio was originally the character who was resurrected from his deathbed into a real boy,
Prove yourself brave, truthful, and unselfish.
I'm a real boy!
You're alive! And you are a real boy!
the new version has Geppetto having the near-death experience, which makes him realize that it's what inside Pinocchio that counts.
You honestly did try with all your heart, and that makes you a truthful boy. And you know what else it makes you? Unselfish and very, very brave.
He's not wishing for riches. He's not wishing for $1 million. And he's just wishing to be able to love and be loved by a family member.
Pinocchio, when you first came to me, I might have made you think I wanted somebody else.
Is there a more primal desire of anybody on the planet Earth than what Geppetto goes for?
It was you I was wishing for. You will always be my real boy.
It's all about being loved and having someone to love. It's beautiful.
There isn't a single thing I would change about you. I am so very proud of you.
I think Pinocchio is about learning that you're not perfect and you can change and you can basically become a person of character. And I think that's what the universal theme of Pinocchio really is.
Director Robert Zemeckis says of the altered ending that doesn't make Pinocchio a real boy, it makes the story more personal to the viewer so that everyone can go on Pinocchio's journey in a way that is pure in the sense that we're not telling the audience what they have to feel or what they have to think. Co-writer Chris White says, Pinocchio doesn't have to turn into a real flesh and blood boy. He is real in that he has learned his lessons and grown a conscience, but there's no need for him to end up a certain way physically for him to prove that. Producer Andrew Miano says, one of the major things we looked at was the concept of what it means to be a real boy, which is something different in today's world than it was when the original film was made. We decided that for our new version, it means being brave, truthful, and unselfish. It's less about being a real boy as opposed to a decent human, which feels very relevant today. It's certainly one of the most blatant changes that Disney has done with one of these live-action versions that mostly have stuck to the original script. And even though the action is very different on screen, the message is actually very subtle and very effective. And for those who are going to say, I wish Disney wasn't so woke in 2022, I hate that term, or spoon-feeding us this message of diversity, you have to realize Disney has always had messaging in the movies. It's just that the messaging always used to support the white person's experience in life. It didn't challenge, it affirmed. So I know now it's very upsetting to some straight cis white people that their life experience isn't the only one being showcased.
So, in the end, Pinocchio did prove himself brave, honest, and unselfish.
My condolences. But yeah, what do you think of the altered Pinocchio ending that focuses on more what's inside Pinocchio as opposed to his physical attributes?